Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you are well. I'm going to show you the introduction to today's lesson with the Microbit coding challenges. And we are going to use a Microbit. Hopefully we're going to have time and space to plug this Microbit in. Now, when we come to do these kind of challenges and these coding sessions with these kinds of devices, what I tend to do is just show you where you can get these devices from. So in Thailand, you can go to Lazada and you can just type in microbit like this, and you can search for microbits. And microbits can come in kits, they can come on their own, they can be battery packs, but you can attach lots and lots of things to the microbit with these connectors at the bottom using the crocodile clips. You can add motors, you can add robotic kits. There are so many things that you can add to the microbit itself. There are different types of microbit. So here we've got a disco. There's lots of sensors on there that allow you to go and put sound out. You can go and put speakers on them. You can do all kinds of things. Okay, you can get them with books and all kinds of stuff. So if I go forward here, the one that I have at home is this one called a Meowbit. It is a microbit, but it's a microbit with a screen. And you're able to make games and put the games on here and play it like a Game Boy. So you can see you've got A, B button and directional keys here. And then it is literally a microbit on the inside. So you can see the way that they're using it here in this kit. This is the battery pack. And you can get a wireless kit. There's loads of things you can add on here to the microbit itself. If you know where Fortune Town is at Pramgao in Bangkok, which is on the MRT, Fortune Town is a big place that sells IT equipment. On the fourth floor, on the fourth floor at the far end is a place called Gravitech, and Gravitech sells all kit for the microbit. There's a little bit more expensive than on Lazada here because you're buying it from a shop, but you've got somebody you can speak to and you can test it out in the shop if you want to do this by yourself at home. Okay, so in our lessons today, we're going to use an emulator. What an emulator is this is an emulator here. So it looks like Scratch. It looks a bit like MakeCode Arcade. And you can see that the blocks go together and you put this together in here and it becomes alive and refreshes in this emulator here, and it emulates the microbit. Basically, it's a digital version, a web version of the actual microbit itself. And we've got them in a kit and we'll show them to you later. So in this page here, we're going to go and use the tutorials for this week. Okay, so I'm going to go and start with the flashing heart because it's very simple. Okay, so I'll go and click on this and it takes me to microbit.org. You can see that I've already started this a couple of minutes ago just to make sure it's working. I'm going to go into these tutorials here. We've got lots of tutorials. We've got the flashing heart, name tag, smiley buttons, dice, the love meter, and of course this one here says microchat. Okay, so we're going to go through these. I'm going to start with the flashing heart. We're going to go into blocks. I'm going to start the tutorial. And here we are. We're going to make this flashing heart. Okay, using these A/B buttons here. Okay, there's a video to see how it works if you want to go and have a look at that after this session. And then here you can see, look, it looks like Scratch basically with these blocks. Now let's have a look around the page to see what is here. One of my favorite things about Microsoft is this thing here. It's called the Immersive Reader. In the Immersive Reader, you can click on this and it will take you into a translator. So here it's in English. This will play the session, the words for you. At the top, you've got three options. You've got the reading preferences, and you can choose a language. So I'm going to go and choose, let's go and choose Japanese, shall we? Let's go and find J for Japanese. And then you need to tap on the document here, and it will change it into Japanese for you. Okay, then you can hit play and it will speak to you in your home language. All right, that's if you don't understand what is happening here. Next, read what it says in the instructions. We've only got 2, 3, 4, 5 instructions for this one, so it's very fast. It says place LED, show LEDs block in the forever block and draw a heart. And if you're not sure what that looks like, click on the hint button and it shows you a little animated GIF of how to put this in here. So go to basic, pick it up, drag it in. Okay, done. And you'll see that this starts to refresh. On this side here, you've got a refresh button, you've got sounds, and you've also got a full screen button. Okay, so it'll go huge if you've got lots of things going on in here. Next, we're going to go and grab another block. It'll say, do you want to go and drag it in there? Let's go and see what it says. So we're going to put the new one underneath. Okay, simple as, but this one wants us to go and draw a heart in here, like so. It'll refresh like that. Okay, let's go next, and you can see what's happening with the Microbit. Okay, that's it for this flashing heart session. Okay, so I'm going to go and exit the tutorial. Okay, you can have a look and see how that goes. We've got a name tag, so we're going to go put our names in there. We can go and do things with emoji and what have you, smiley buttons, dice. So I'm going to go through the tutorials today and have a little bit of fun with this. All right. When you have finished, okay, you have a thing called a OneNote class notebook. Now then, let's just go back into my flashing heart. Okay, because all your work will be saved at the top. I'm going to go next. What we're able to do is we're able to go and download this, but also we are able to go and share it. Okay, so we're able to go and share our work, and we're able to go and put it into our class notebook. Now I'm just going to quickly pause this because I need to make sure that I don't go into the wrong notebook. So I'm going to quickly pause this. Good. We're all okay. So when we're in here, we finish the tutorial. There is a share button at the top. I'm going to give it flashing heart, and what I'm going to say is Mr. Glenn 4H, for example. I'm going to go and publish my project, and this will give me a code and a QR code. What I can do with this is I can copy it, okay? I can also embed it later, and I've got three options. So I've got an editor, simulator, and the code itself. I can choose which one, or I can use all three if I want. So what I might do is just copy this, and then I will have this link shared to you. Now, I see everybody's names in here in 4H, but what I want to do is you will only see, so if I'm Brianna, I will only see Brianna's page here. Okay, same with Dario's and what have you. Okay, you won't see everybody's in here, but this page will be sent to you. Okay, you will have this link. And what you're able to do is go into the Microbits section that I've made for you. We can call this lesson 1 tutorials. Like so. And then simply go and paste the text. When you paste in here, it should automatically put your game or tutorial or animation, whatever it is that you're making, inside your lesson 1 tutorials, and you can paste them and they automatically play inside your OneNote. Okay, so it automatically formats it, makes it look really nice, and then I can see it because I can see everybody's here. And when you paste them into your Microbit lesson 1 tutorials, it's done for us. Okay, that's it for today, pretty much. Okay, in tutorials lesson 1, we're going to go through these, have a little bit of fun, copy and paste the share button when you publish the project. Copy that, paste it into your page, give it a title, and we're good to go. And then hopefully at that time we will be able to go and hand these Microbits out, and hopefully if we have time we can put the games and the animations onto the Microbits themselves. As always, Year 4, good luck.